Will, obviously, your third walk-off of the season, but it was easy to notice, obviously, same length, similar situation tied as the one last year in Kansas City.
Saw it the whole way. Whole way out to the field. Obviously, it's something you think about, when you're part of I don't want to say traumatic loss. At the end of the day, it's just a game. But, when you're part of a loss like that, you don't just forget about it, right? So when I looked down and we saw that we were on the line again, making it a 35-yard field goal, I was kind of like, shoot, here we are. But, I've been waiting for a game like that. We haven't kicked a ton of field goals this year, which is a little bit of it's not always a bad thing. It's been hard to get into a rhythm this year just because we've kicked 1 or 2 field goals a game, and I've been waiting for a game like that. So it was nice to play a big part in it.
Will, to your left, Sean said that game last year in Kansas City was kind of a turning point for you guys as one of the captains, one of the leaders. Do you feel that, and is there a toughness to this team that showed itself tonight?
Well, I agree. It was a turning point for sure. You saw what we did after that game, right? I think we knew before that game last year that we had the right guys. It was never a question if we had the right guys in the locker room. That was just kind of, all right, how are we going to respond? And, you look at the last year and a half since that game, this team has come together. We've found ways to win close games, which is kind of what Coach has been harping on all year. And it's a lot of fun to do with the guys you love and when you have a locker room like this.
You've told me about the culture, and guys were handpicked for this. You played with Sean. What is it though about him in these spots? Underdog, no Dobbins, no Surtain, no Singleton. Chiefs playing, a more desperate spot. What is it about the way you guys respond to him in this spot?
Yeah, that's a great question, and I can't really pinpoint that. Every team is going through injuries in this league. We're more than halfway through the season. Every team deals with it, and we've been really good over the last few years with our training room to not have to deal with it very much. But we are in a place where we've lost a few valuable guys, but this whole locker room is valuable. We got depth on our roster. We got O linemen blocking PATs. We got the right guys. It's a next man up mentality, and no one really approaches this game as woe is me in this building, and that starts at the top. He puts confidence in everybody, not just the starting 11 in each unit. And that's a testament to him, and that's a testament to the people above him as well. So it's been fun to be a part of.
Well, without having you think about every single game, Sean kind of pointed to this. This was a win in all 3 phases. Do you feel like this was maybe one of the best all-around wins for the team this year?
Yeah, I can only speak on special teams. Obviously, our defense has been lights out all year. Our offense has found ways to win. And our special teams, obviously, we've accepted the challenge. We know that we haven't played up to par as a unit. We've been really good here and there, but we've made some mistakes here and there as well. And the first thing I said to Rizzy when we got in was special teams changed that game. You get Marv, big return, needed it. Kickoff coverage, I don't think they crossed the 30. Maybe they got 31 or something. Crawshaw flips the field when we needed it most. When you get that quarterback on the other end. And then Frank Crum blocks a PAT that changed the game. So, I think this is a game you look at it and you say all 3 phases won this game, and it makes the bye week a little sweeter.
We'll talk about how'd you look at the 54-yarder you made, and last week you missed a 59-yarder. I know that's a good bit longer, but was there any adjustment that needed to be made for a long one or anything like that? Or?
No, every game's different. Last week the conditions were insane. No excuses, right? But we were kicking into about 25-mile-per-hour wind, and I didn't put a good hit on it. So that's just part of my position. You don't hit every ball clean. But I would say I hit 5 really clean field goals tonight. And, we approach, just like any other position, we approach this 1 week at a time. I've had a handful of bad games in my career where I've gone on a stretch after them, and that's just part of the game. I don't shy away from that.
Last 2.
Will, to kind of expand on last year's game, given how that game ended, how eager were you to get out there for that kick when you saw that you were in position, and how much better does it feel after the fact?
Well, I knew with the way our offense plays in the fourth quarter, I knew we were going to get a chance. Obviously, I didn't know where that would be. We had favorable conditions going that way. One good thing about taking the ball to start the game, we get to choose which way we want to kick to end that in the second half. So that kind of set up nice. It wasn't a calm night, by any means, but there was definitely some help going that way. So that was good. But just grateful to play a larger part in a game. And I think our field goal unit, the O-line blocking up front would agree with that. And I said it after the game, we've preached all year to the field goal block team. It's one of the hardest units in special teams because you push, and you might only get one or two a year. And Rizzy's done a great job preaching, just keep going. Him and Marwin and Frank Crum stepping up and blocking that PAT was insane. And quite honestly, 5 field goals is great, but that changed the game. That made it a 3-point game.
Last one, BK. Yeah, Will is the special teams captain. You kind of touched on having Marvin back and Jeremy, but Sean talked about flipping the field. Just how big was it to get big returns, and then obviously what Jeremy did? Yeah,
so a key to victory this week was don't give them any short fields, which with that comes kick location, punt location, coverages. And I think obviously we put a check mark by that key to victory this week. Jeremy stepping up, he's young, he's figuring out just like we all did, and it's tough to come back. When you come back from a game like last week, when you have a little bit of a miss hit earlier in the game, to be able to stay level-headed and come back from that is impressive. And that's when you have the right guy in the room. So I'm proud of Jeremy for sticking with it. It's pretty cool. I've been in his shoes before, and I'm happy for him. But yeah, so to your point, not only did our key to victory was to not give them short fields, we created short fields for our offense, and that's huge. So, Marv's a 2-time All-Pro. We're happy to have him back.